Good morning. Now, if you think it's a little bit dark, you are correct. What we have in Guyana is called GP Hell.
It is another Monday, and we've got Alex joining us in studio for this week's edition of The Startup. A very good morning to you, Alex.
Good morning. How are
you
you
today?
I am good. I woke up a little bit late, but I'm good. I got here on time. That's all that matters.
Good to have you in the studio nonetheless. What are we chatting about this week? What's on your mind?
You know-
What have you been contemplating?
Well, it's more of a realization, maybe, or maybe I'm a little bit delusional, but I think we're beginning. We're on the cusp of e-commerce properly in Guyana. I made a video. If you follow my YouTube channel, I do a lot of it. I try and do a daily movie every single day. And I did one sometime like last week where I talked about what I did to set up a US entity just so I could have this, and this. I could hold some US dollars. And then the side product, I've actually discovered that I can use it to process payments online and whatnot. So I made this video. And since then, I've had about 6 or 7 people reach out being like, hey, yeah, we took your advice. We're all waiting. We've all signed up. We're all waiting for our EIDs now, which is like it's like a social security number, but for a company. Because in the video, I very clearly put out that like, hey, there's a very special system set up for non-US residents and non-US visa holders to own companies over in the US, and you could do this, and this with them. And again, 6 or 7, young individuals reach out. And they're like, hey, like send me screenshots, and they're like, hey, we're all waiting. Thank you. You know, we just happened to come across your video. So if more and more people kind of like start to use this system and set up their websites and set up in the way they want to do, I think we are at the beginning finally of a semi-formal e-commerce in Ghana, which is super exciting because that means that anything can happen.
Right. So what is the name of the entity that is mediating this?
Oh, I mean, there's a couple different companies you could use, but I was advising that you use something called Stripe Atlas, which is what I use.
Stripe Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Stripe is a big payments company that, if you're somewhat familiar with the the e-commerce world, you'll know. And yeah, it's they have lots of benefits. It costs a little bit of money to do, but you get most of it back in benefit anyway. So like as long as you have a long term, I think it's kind of weeds out not weeds out the weak, but it kind of makes you it's a hurdle to your seriousness, because it's like, don't come and tell me that you're super serious if you can't really figure out how to scrape together this little piece of money to pay for the system.
Mm-hmm.
You're not paying me, you're paying them.
Mm-hmm.
This will allow you to set up a website and accept payments online.
Okay.
And then what do you do with that afterwards? Like how you figure out your deliveries of product, or how you figure out what your product or service is. That's all up to you. But
and the money goes to what? An account in the States?
Well, see, yeah, the trick of doing online business right now in Ghana is it's the gray area of maybe it doesn't have to be in Ghana. That's the internet for you. But yeah, through Stripe, through Stripe Atlas, you can set up a US bank account very easily. So like it's all part of the Stripe Atlas system.
Mm-hmm.
It happens simultaneously. It's great. But anyway, the exciting part is we're on the cusp. It feels like there's a couple of young people interested, a couple of young people actually not interested, have committed to it.
Right.
So we're starting to see, because this is like we're right at the top of the hill, it feels like. So it'll be interesting to see what they roll out with in the next couple of weeks, months, and how that benefits us on the ground in Ghana. Not on TikTok, it's on YouTube. It's long form. It's just how to. I think the YouTube video's name is how to set up a US bank account. So in Ghana, something like that. Something super simple. It's really hard to miss that one. But more excitingly, it's like 25 minutes, something like that. Yeah, it's just me rambling in my living room. But it's good. I think it's fully it's comprehensive of like how to do it step by step, and what to expect and what to do. And that is what I've really been pondering, like as we start to kind of enter this new age of e-commerce in Guyana. What does that mean? Because I think it's the greatest vehicle for people from down here to get up here, right? Like for instance, in Australia, when I was out there, I had built my software company for like $200, and we ended up doing millions and millions and millions in sales, and never had to raise money. Like it just allows you to do so much with so little.
And diversify your.
Well, exactly, and like we're kind of ripe for it now because we don't really have anything. It's an uphill battle because it's so young in Guyana. It's there's a trust thing that has to be built in. Mm-hmm. But other than that, like again, you just have to keep going. You're not paying $5 a square foot in a rent, because it's online, right? You paid.
I know how true, but you can receive the quote.
No. That hurt my soul. I know it was the last year. It still hurts my soul. It's just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You need a ridiculous word to describe how ridiculous it is. It still hurts me. I will quote that till I die. Also, top advice, right? No advice. Top tip for the the promising, people who are interested in entrepreneurship or business or whatever. I might do some work with SBB, a Small Business Bureau. I sent them a proposal. Whether they take it or not, I think this advice is too good to not tell you all about. They're doing a green business fund initiative. It ends August 31st, and they are giving. It's kind of like competition, right? They've got 12 spots that they're giving 1.2 million Ghana dollars to, and as a fund, it's not a debt, it's not equity, it's a grant. Sorry, that's the word. And all you have to do is come up with some sort of green initiative, right? And then you have to be part of SBB, which is easy and free. And then you have to give them a business proposal, right? Which they have the tools for free online anyway. And this has to be good. It has to be something to do with green, something that has to do with, like they were telling me last year an individual one of the people who got the grant last year, which by the way, they only gave away 10 grants last year. They're giving away 12 now, which is, 20% more. An individual wanted to get a professional level agri drone for crop spraying, because when a plane goes in crop sprays, there's a lot of overspray, which is bad for the environment. It's a lot more efficient with a drone. So he's able to go with that fund, buy. No, it's like the size of this room, or the size of this desk, and you pump it. What? Yeah, it's huge. But he went, he proposed, he had an idea. He didn't have the money himself. And they're like, yep, cool, sounds good. Here's your one. I mean, it's a little bit harder than that. But I think every person who is interested in doing business for themselves or expand on the business they're already doing, go Google it, go figure it out. It's 1.2, end of this month. And between you and I, don't tell anybody, but there's not that many applicants right now. So your chances to get it through are real good, which is where I came in. But anyway, look, so good that even all weekend I was kind of in my spare time pondering what kind of green business could I do? I wonder if I could convince Ryan, who runs Buddy's housing, which is a great building, by the way, if I could do a garden on the roof or something. Just how I could apply for this 1.2.
Do you have a green thumb, though?
For 1.2, I could figure it out. That is... Why is that a hurdle? I'm not saying, do stupidness, but, look, opportunity is opportunity, right? If you look me in the eye and told me I had to swim real fast and I'll give you this grant to do something, guess what I'm gonna do? I get a pool membership. I gotta learn. Look, if you are looking for an opportunity, there's a lot of people who might feel like there are not that many opportunities for young people. Boom, here's one. Figure out something. It could be a community garden. It could be.
That's the assignment for today. Do some research.
Yes, if you're listening to this at work, on your way to work, think about it, because this could this could be the catalyst for the change for the rest of your life, right? Let's say this is what I wanted to do, and it's probably a conflict of interest if I did. So I'm going to give this idea to you. Okay. Don't tell too many people. If you went, right, and you had a little plot of land somewhere, and you're I don't know, in Diamond, or if you're in even downtown Georgetown or something, and you had a little bit of space, you collected that 1.2, or in your proposal, those vertical hydroponic towers you see on TikTok? So China sourcing can get them for you, and they're let's say, I think 100,000 each is quite expensive, but let's say they were 100,000, just for a nice round number. That means you get 10 of those bad boys, plus all the things you need, all the fertilizer, whatever it is. I don't really know yet because I haven't started Googling yet. But let's say you get 10 of those bad boys. Let's say again, over a year, each one can actually generate you $1 million worth of stuff. So now you've turned that free grant, not free because you got to work a little bit for it, but you turn that grant into 10x, and then do that and that and that, then all of a sudden you got yourself a little business, right? Look, there's opportunities. You just gotta kind of look for them. So that's my top tip for today. We've got blackout, and something's happened. I'm not really sure, but our generators in this building aren't on right now. But good morning, Georgetown. How we doing? Let's check on our building. Bam, looking good. All right, it's a little bright. We gotta go do some run-ins, and then I gotta go to gym, and then gotta go see Tariq from BPM because the festival is this weekend, and then gotta confirm some plans I'm doing this week. Exciting, interesting things, and then I gotta come and work on this bad boy because we need to sell some more protein. Maybe cut that. I don't know how that's gonna look. Anyway. Also, you're going to notice that the recording from radio today, completely different camera style. It's because I took this camera that you're watching right now to the radio station, only to realize that I didn't plug it in for the last, couple of days. I took yesterday off. I really needed a rest day, guys. It was nice. I just played some Xbox, hung out, lay right here for about 10 hours. Good time. But I didn't charge my camera like a rookie, so I had to record with my phone. I only realized when I got into the studio. So this was just sitting like a dead weight for a little while. Anyway, we're back, and Adam, we got a big month ahead of us every single day, bro, with that Disney Channel. No, we're not saying that. All right, let's get on with the day. All right, guys, I just do my run-ins in town, right? So I went all over the place. I'm trying not to get sunburned. Look how hot this place is today. Ooh, that's not looking hot. Building looking good, though. To be fair, building looking good. All right, look at this. So I was just at the gym. Got to get my my gains in. And I bumped into... So I was just at the gym. I saw Tariq from BPM, and look at this. This is what they're calling the creator box for Storm 25, which is his Darude Sandstorm like festival. They're even calling it a concert. It's a festival that happens. It's happening this Saturday in Marriott Car Park, and we're actually going to go behind the scenes over the next couple of days and show you like everything coming together. It's going to be great. Let's go upstairs and I'll unbox this thing because I'm very excited. We're back at Power Tower. I've got the Storm box. Let's open it. I'm always so proud of my friends when they do amazing things. Like, this is just such a nice box. The finish is nice. I wonder where they got that printed. Real thick cardboard. Almost looks as good as this. Anyway, so let's open this bad boy up. Where are we? Ooh. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Turn these lights off for a second. Look at that. The box has lights. That's so awesome. That's cool. Ooh, I like these. You know, this might be the look for the rest of the day, I think. What do you guys think? Oh, banging. All right, back to the review. So we've got a green rain poncho. That's awesome. I really like the insert though. Like, this is obviously very custom made. It's awesome. A little bag for my sunglasses, earplugs, because it's gonna be doof. This looks a lot like, ooh, it's a black light. So if you're like, you know, you're dancing and I don't really know the extent of what this is for, but awesome. We've got a green Red Bull, green flavored Red Bull. Nice, the big boy can. Is this a Darude? No. Elderflower. Hey, look, it's green. There's a theme here. Because, you know, we have like Kess, we have Mashal, we have all sorts of big names come through. We have Darude now, which is, you know, the original Gizmos and Gadgets song. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and Google Darude Sandstorm, and then nostalgia is going to hit. It's just going to explode. Anyway, and I was like, look, Tariq, I think the best thing I could do for you is come behind the scenes and just show and illustrate what it takes to, you know, put yourself out there and make something cool. And, you know, all the headaches and the heart pains and everything that's involved. So starting, I believe, tomorrow, we're going to go and watch the setup and interview all the people in the production team. I think lands in Guyana today. Darude himself doesn't come until later the week. DJ Chucky's coming. There's a whole set of people coming down. It's going to be a big international affair. So over the next couple episodes, we're going to be, not the entire episode, it's not going to be dedicated to, but it's going to feature little daily updates of what it takes. And I've got some other things in the works and some other activities, but that's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna definitely try and wear these whole week, because you know what? Because of the shape of my face, I kind of struggle to find sunglasses that look good. And I've already got a girlfriend, so I don't really have to be peacock. I don't have to actually look good. I think I can pull this off. What do you think? All right, let me get to actual work. It's like 3 p.m. I gotta actually do some stuff. Do you want to see me being dumb in real time? So I've just put up a video. I've just like filmed and edited a video, like a little promo for my friends at BPM for the show, like the box that we just unboxed. I just did it again for like short form. And look at this. So Rosanna messages me from BPM. She says, Alex, the note, use the UV light. I'm so sorry, I should have said something. My reply, I'm so dumb, that makes sense now. I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. That makes so much sense. Of course the black light isn't for dancing. Who does that? All right. Hold on. It's a little bit dark. I was just sitting, enjoying like the peace and the cool. All right. So as you can see, it is a blank. Look at this light. All right, here we go. I don't know if you can see that. There is secret writing on the note, and it says, "Shh. Only the chosen can see this. Storm 25 is calling your name." Here we go. I don't know if you can see it. That is awesome. The coolest box in Guyana just got a little bit cooler. And the dumbest man in Guyana gotta hide his face. That's funny. That is, you cannot write that level of comedy. Yeah. Anyway, that's funny. That's great. It is much later in the evening right now. Come on, focus. This camera is great, but this camera stabilizes and then also wonders, as in like not thinks out loud. It just kind of goes. It just goes all over the place. Anyway, it's very late. I've had a long day. There's not like, I don't want to bore you with all like the excess admin stuff that I end up having to do on Mondays. It's Hail Mary Monday. Actually, let me go outside while I tell you about Hail Mary Mondays. Let me ask something. Have you ever seen or wondered what Campbellville looks like at 1:30, maybe 2 a.m.? Let me show you. Slabs. Fun fact, I actually stole these from the Chinese hotel. Matching pairs. But don't tell them, because they get real mad. This is what Georgetown looks like at 2 a.m. So peaceful. All right, let me borrow your ear for like a minute. If you're new to my platform, my channels, my content, my blabbing, my yapathon, I like to do something called, I practice an ideology, a extreme sport called Hail Mary Mondays. Every single Monday, I'll write a list. Crazy, harebrained ideas. Things that I want in this universe that I shouldn't possibly get or shouldn't probably get anytime soon. And I don't know if you know what a Hail Mary is, but I'll just throw it. I'll throw a Hail Mary, put it into universe, you know? Write those emails, make those calls, shoot those text messages. Honestly, that's how I ended up in this gorgeous apartment, in this gorgeous building, with this gorgeous view behind me. Just throwing Hail Marys, trying a shot, trying your shot, shooting your shot, trying a thing. So my Mondays are often an entire day of admin and Hail Marys and planning for the week and the month and the year ahead and shooting off a million emails and ideas and hopes and dreams and attacks into the universe. And the point of it is to be completely impractical and like completely, if I send out 100, I expect to hear back from like 0.01. So for every 1,000, I'm going to get one reply. Great. Because let me tell you, that one is going to be life-changing. And then, guess what? Next week, you throw some more. Oh no, can you see my mess? I was cooking chicken and rice. I gotta clean up. It'll happen, don't worry. All right. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and joining me on this journey. I hope that my goal is to just motivate you slightly, to show you all the little things that I do, all the little ideologies I follow, and maybe, just maybe, I can kind of motivate you to go out and go and be your best you. If you're watching this in Guyana and you're waiting for your one break, your one lucky break, I was talking about this on the radio earlier. So the Small Business Bureau had contacted me last week. We had a meeting and they wanted to engage me or engage some sort of social creator to help them market this the green fund, the grants that they're giving out. I haven't heard back from them. I don't actually expect to hear back from them. And I'm not doing this for them. I'm telling you this for you. There is currently a grant that they're giving out 1.2 million Guyana dollars, which is 6,000 US. Now, between us, don't tell anybody, but they're trying to give it to 12 people. And they've only got 6 signed up, which means that if you go and sign up, there's a very good chance you get your money. And I can hear you now. You're going to be like, oh, but Alex, I don't know about green stuff. Learn. It's a grant. I'm not saying it's free, but it's like, if you are hanging around trying to figure out how to get your first rung on the ladder so you can start a business, break free and set yourself up and do all the jazz that the kids these days want to do, this is it, man. This is one of them. It's 1.2 million and you could use it for anything. You got to write a business plan. They have all the case studies. You go to the Small Business Bureau website and all the information there. So I want you, that's your homework. As you're watching this, Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. I wish it was 5 p.m., but it's probably gonna be a little bit late because it always is. Go figure it out. All right, Small Business Bureau website. I'm gonna check on you. I'm gonna follow up tomorrow, the day after you're watching this. All right, and on that bombshell, guys, thank you for liking, subscribing, and joining on this journey. I appreciate you. Without you, the dream isn't real. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, great, bye.